to smear on their face, which supposedly helps with tear gas, and they're bringing welded bits of metal in order to pop the police tires, because these policemen, they're running around in gangs of 8, 2 to a motorbike, 1 riding it, and the other with a riot shotgun on the back. And there's people in the streets, the police are out, and the residents in this particularly rich area of Caracas are throwing bottles at the police in order to disrupt their work in the streets to disrupt the riots.
Thank you very much. Now back to former UN Ambassador John Bolton. Why should Americans be concerned about this one?
Well, this is right in our hemisphere. It's critical whether this question of Hugo Chavez's regime, Chavismo as they call it, can last a year after he's died. And I think the signs from Venezuela are that the regime is cracking. Nicolas Maduro, who succeeded Chavez as president, is a political hack. There are divisions within the Chavista movement over whether he's really the legitimate successor. And the opposition, I think, has been growing. Problem on the opposition side is they're divided too. But this is a case where if this regime persists, it will continue to spread threats to democracy across Latin America and obviously in direct interest to us. But if it falls, I think there's a real chance for major change across the South American continent.
So what is the role of the U.S. on this one? Just sort of watch and hope that the regime falls?
Well, I think we should be making it clear through clandestine assistance to the opposition, if they're prepared to take it, that we think this regime in Venezuela is illegitimate. It's put itself in power by manipulating the media, manipulating elections. It's subverting legitimate regimes all across the hemisphere, including trying in Mexico. So we've got a clear American interest at stake in what happens in Venezuela.
All right, suppose that he does fall, the president of Venezuela does fall. What steps in? And I mean, we always have to worry what comes next.
Well, I think at that point you'd have another would-be successor to Chavez from his political movement. But I think by that point, with Maduro gone, I think the pressure for truly free and fair elections would be overwhelming. And at that point, you might well see the opposition finally be able to defeat the Chavista candidate, and then you'd have another election after that.
Which is more dangerous and important to us, or is that just are they equally dangerous and important
for different reasons? Venezuela's subversion in this hemisphere has caused real problems for democracy in Latin America, stability. It's opened up opportunities for Iran. Venezuela has the second largest reserves of uranium ore in the world after Canada. Ukraine is a strategic struggle with Putin's Russia over whether Russia will reestablish control of the former Soviet Union. And that has enormous implications for friends and allies of the United States in Europe and in Asia.
Ambassador, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Coming up, does Vice President Biden need a new accountant? He may need a new job. When President Obama hears what he said, you have to hear this one.